Hey guys, it's Ike, and thanks for coming back to my video. So today I just wanted to cover a little more about UX UI designers, what they do, the opportunities lying there. And I really wanted to just make like a shorter video of this since last time I made a little interview video with my wife Melody, who is a UX UI designer or product designer. So I thought like a shorter video of just like explaining what it is, what kind of opportunities are out there and such, will be somewhat helpful. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so what is UX UI designer? So, well, first of all, sorry, let me rewind that. So what is a UX designer? All right, so UX stands for user experience. All right, so what do UX designers actually do? So first, they conduct user research to identify any goals, needs, behaviors, and pain points involved with the product interaction. They develop user personas based on target customers. They create user journey maps to analyze how a customer interacts with the product. They build wireframes and prototypes to hone in on what the final product would look like. They perform user testing to validate design decisions and identify problems. So they collaborate with the stakeholders, UI designers, and developers. So, a lot of communication work there as well. All right, so let's get down to what is UI designer. UI designers, they create the graphical portion of the website or mobile apps. So all the elements that the user directly interacts with on the front end. So in other words, UI designer, you seek to make apps and websites visually more appealing and very easy to navigate for the user. So some of the common tasks of the UI designers, they include organizing the page layouts. They choose the colors and fonts. They design interaction elements, right, such as scrollers, there's buttons, toggles, drop-down menus, text fields, etc. They make wireframes and layouts to show what the final designs look like, and then they communicate with the developers or anyone else they're working with as well to convert these designs into a final or like a working product. So there can be UX designers, people who just work with the user experience function, and then there's the UI designers who work with the visual aspects of the device or like the website or the apps. And then there's UX UI or UI UX designers who do both. And another title for them would be known as like product designer as well. All right, so the common questions I witness is, is education necessary for getting into this field? And I personally don't really have an answer to that. I mean, I'm not a UX UI designer, but I do know that there are a lot of people who get into this field with a college degree. Like, it is usually recommended, I would say. However, I do know of people who do get into this field without college degrees. And I personally know a few myself as well. All right, so what's great about this field, aside from being a very fulfilling role and very fun and creative if you're into visuals and aesthetics and such, is the salary portion, right? So a lot of UX and UI designers are known to have pretty rewarding salaries. I often see that there's websites that'll say like on average these guys make about like 80,000 to like 120,000. On I think Glassdoor it said like 71,000 to 150,000, but Of course, this depends on the companies or like, experience levels and such. All right, so, but a fun fact is that UI designers usually, according to my wife, gets a lower pay in general than UX designers. So just keep that in mind. Now, I think you would ask like which one would be better for you, UX or UI? Now, I think this just really depends on your preference plus personality. But basically, for UX, if you're someone who's interested in technology or you love to solve problems, you like to do some, of course, like user experience design. You like to think analytically in that end. Probably UX design would be for you. And on the other hand, if you're a creative thinker with who likes to emphasize on aesthetics and visuals, then of course UI would be probably more suited for you. However, obviously, if you know how to do both UI and UX, which I would personally recommend to go with if you can. For being able to do both UI and UX design is definitely recommended because in the end, whoever can do both would be more in demand. So that's just my 2 cents there. And so a lot of people get into this field these days because it is very much in demand and the pay is very good in general as well. And there's just many opportunities out there still today. It is 2022 October. There's a lot of news going out there that there's a lot of layoffs happening in the tech world, in the like in Google, Apple, Microsoft, all these big companies. But regardless, I still see so many job posts out there. Like I type in UX UI designer on LinkedIn, I see like 12,000 results in the US. So mind you, a lot of these are remote as well. So let me just see a UX designer. Yeah, UX designer. Yeah, same thing. I see about 12,000 reviews. Not reviews, sorry. I see about 12,000 job posts. And UI designer, pretty much the same. So, these jobs are out there. So, just wanted you to be cognizant of that. So, how do people usually get into this field? So yes, going into college and getting a degree in art or like computer science, anything related to those. Of course, I guess there's like graphic design and some other etc. Yeah, no, they're out there. You can also take courses online. There's a lot of boot camps or even something like Coursera. I probably would recommend that. That's pretty much, they have legitimate courses out there. So that is definitely something to check out. But most importantly, building up experiences, just like, and that could be like freelancing or interning and or building up your portfolio, right? And then presenting that in organized, convincing way to the interviewers. Like, these may be seen as common sense, but those would be the recommended steps. If you like, I'll have Melody go into depth in another video about this, of course, as she has much more experience. Or, sorry, I have no experience in this, she does. But I definitely wanted to just, kind of get this video out there and show you that these opportunities are out there. So let's go get it. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. I will be making sure to post videos more often, as I'm getting some encouraging words here and there that my videos are helping out, thankfully. So yeah, that's really what I want to do. Just want to try to help out as much as I can. I'll see you in the next video. All right, ciao.